As you come in, hit the share button, especially if you are a leader or visionary. I want to share some things with you tonight that I know are going to be a blessing. And just need to help me get a few people in here, okay? So let me know who's here. Who's here? Who's here? Where we at? Where we from? What's happening? T, good night from the Bahamas. All right, Bahamas. Good to see you. J. Patrick Lewis, greetings to you. J. Quez, bless you, sir. Regina, hey. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Jackson, Mississippi. Good, good, good. Come on, y'all, share, 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 share. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Chris, I got a feeling. I got a feeling. Here we go. Quan, what's up, man? JVM, what's up, man? Charleston, Montgomery, what's up? John, what's up, brother? Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Jay and Regina. Candace in Chicago, all right. Danielle in Cleveland. Do y'all hear the music? Let me know if you hear the music. What's up, Zach? Kentucky right now. Okay, I know you're moving. Fort Worth, Texas. Uh, Jordan in London. Good to see you, sir. Memphis, Tennessee. Nikki, work to do. Work to do, woman of God. Work to do. Work to do. Uh, Bryce, what's up, man? Matt, you took the words out of my mouth, sir. We are working. You better understand it. Brooklyn's in the house. Come on, y'all, hit share. Cedar Hill, Texas, Bonterica, and Tallahassee. 60 seconds, I'm getting into it. What's up, Marquez? Good to see you, man. Jalen in Baltimore. Uh, Antonio in Cedar Falls, Iowa. No music? Okay. Oh, Lord, you're mad. Ain't no music without the music director. Okay, that's why God blocked it. God blocked it, wouldn't let it be so. 30 seconds, and I'm going to get into it. Uh, Anne in Canada, good to see you. Marty in San Diego. Look at this. Stephanie in Charleston. We are everywhere tonight. Anthony Martin right here in Atlanta. Charles in Connecticut. Danny Nunn. Houston, Texas. Dominique, good to see you. Southfield, Michigan. What key is that, Matt? Is that that's E flat? Okay, yeah, that's exactly where I need to be. That's my prophetic key. That's my prophetic key. So I'm gonna get ready to prophesy. Lift your hands all over the world. Lift your hands right there, right where you are. Tyler, Texas is here. Macon, Georgia. Columbia, Mississippi. Columbus, Mississippi. Joy, love you, girl. Uh, okay, all right. That's we can do this all night. Houston, what's up, Pastor Wynn? Mobile, Alabama. Somebody says soon to be bishop. No, my name is Mark. Y'all ruined the bishopric. That's all I wanted to be as a little boy. But y'all ruined it. Y'all made everybody one, and I don't mean nothing. So Jesus said, "I'll make it." The word said, "I'll make your name great." So just call me Mark, and I'll be fine. Peoria, Illinois. Good to see. Okay, welcome, 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 everybody. Glad that you all are here. This is what we call late night insight. Yes, we are going to end up at the four. Matt knows where to take me. He navigates me. We're synced in the spirit, and we always land on the four. Hey, Ashley, good to see you. Sierra, Byron, Georgia, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Donald from the Bahamas, good to see you, man. We're honored you were with us in worship here in Atlanta a few weeks ago. And glad to see you. Samantha, love you. So, real quick, you know the housekeeping rules, you know the vibes. If you have not shared, quickly do that. Um, what does E flat sound like tonight? That's the question. You could really got to do it based on what city you're in. You know, that's kind of our thing. What does E flat sound like in Chicago? Yeah, that's how you got to do it. But anyway, that's not what we're here for tonight. I want to talk tonight about three reasons you may not be growing. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Everybody stand. Everybody stand. Antoine Cooks is in the house, y'all. What an honor. What a privilege and an honor to worship at your throne. Antoine Cooks, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the man, the myth, the legend is in the house. He's my son in the musical gospel. I wrote 8 of the songs on his new record. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna love it. Just hit after hit after hit. I went on a 40-day fast and came out, and the Lord just took control of my pen, and I just wrote. And I gave him some really good stuff. You guys are gonna love it when it comes out. I've been working with him, over these last few years, trying to cultivate the Levite in him. I just saw something. I really did. A mighty pen, a mighty pen. Yeah, just God came just to send like I didn't know where I was. I just came to, and I was caught up in the Spirit on the Lord's day. And I've been really just trying to cultivate him and develop him into the worship leader God would have him to be in this season. So I'm really just pouring. That's the season I'm just pouring right now, just pouring into him. I've been teaching him all my moves. But a lot of people don't know that lean back, like the logo lean back, or he's got it on his shirts, on his bags, on his hats. I think he's got a tattoo across his shoulder of the logo lean back. I actually taught him that. A lot of people don't know that. I let him, do it because that's the benefit of impartation. When you submit as a son, what's mine is yours. You understand? And so, just I see nations. I just see nations. I see him singing on big stages. I see him singing on platforms and at conferences for leaders and young people and just all kind of stuff. God's going to use him mightily in this season if he just stays humble and just, submits himself under the mighty hand of God. He's going places. He's going places. I just see it. I just see it. I've been teaching him the number system. He's stuck on the 4, but I mastered that. So, it's up from here. It's going to be a good time. Look out for him. I'm telling you, you're going to see his name in lights. Minister Antoine Cooks. That's Cooks with 2 O's, KS at the end. Cooks with a C. All right, I'm proud of him. I'm very proud. As you can tell, tonight's going to be a good time. Real quick, let's get into it. If you haven't shared, share. All jokes aside, I am committed this year and specifically in this season to be more intentional about utilizing the platform and the voice that God has given for the purpose of really making his name great. And I think that it's important that we realize, hey, Joy, I love you, girl. That's Pope, the 4. It's a revelation. I'm taking it all over the world. I'm gonna take it all over the world, hedges and highways, and show the church that there's a better way. But I think that sometimes when we talk about advancing the kingdom, we only think of the Sunday worship experience, and God knows the Sunday worship experience is invaluable. It is necessary, but I think that there is, if we're really genuinely going to be kingdom, there are other things to consider, and just buckle up. We're not going to be on all night. It's already late. It's a late night insight for a reason. We're not going to be here all night, but we are going to talk through some things because, and just heads up, on this journey, we're going to laugh a little bit. What's up, Dr. Johnson? Love you, man. We're going to laugh a little. We're going to think a little. We're going to process prayerfully. If I do my job right tonight, you're going to be challenged a little bit in your thinking. But the subject matter that I want to broach tonight really hinges on the subject of growth. Now, all jokes aside, I cannot emphasize how important credibility is, especially in this day, this time, this season. We are in the most, not incredible, but the most uncredible, if I can make that word up, non-credible era that we've ever seen, because these technology pieces and these tools and phones and social media pages and followers and likes have made it easy for everybody to be a somebody, even if the somebody you have become is fabricated, right? And so I am always going to be one that emphasizes credibility, all right? And so in that vein, the reason I'm talking about growth tonight, and hear the spirit in which I am operating in tonight. And everybody share if you haven't. I think it's gonna be a good one tonight. I say this with all humility and to God be the glory for real, for real. But there is a grace, not just a gift. I'm gonna just say it like it is. There's a grace for growth on my life. Now, the reason I call it a grace is because I cannot take credit for it. All right, a gift can be explained. A grace cannot. You can be gifted in music, for example, but you can explain that musical gifting if you went to school for X number of years and you were in tutoring for this many years and you had this many mentors and coaches. Well, you should be good on piano or at saxophone or vocally if you've been educated in it because that gift has been developed and we can point to something that explains it. But a grace is completely supernatural. And I say with all humility, but at the same time, with a very real awareness, there is a grace for growth on my life and on the things that God has charged my hands to do. Um, you've seen, many of you, if this is not your first live, you've heard of that thing, that conference I used to do back in the day. I'm retired. It's a long time, years ago, literally, not even this year. Uh, but that little thing we did, it started, you've heard the stats, with 50 people, we grew it to thousands. Okay. That's a grace for growth. The studio project, you've seen it. It is real. It exists. It is not a figment of our imagination. It is a real place. I was there earlier today. Okay. That grew. We grew from literally a small meeting room with no chairs at the convention center. We grew to a 20,000 square foot facility in a matter of months, right? That's a supernatural grace. Again, to God be the glory. Says Tracy, I'm retired. Yes, I don't know why you were struggling with this concept, Sister Tracy, as brilliant as you are. I retired from the Young Leaders Conference. Why is that hard to comprehend? I don't host the Young Leaders Conference anymore. That is under the blood. It is in the sea of forgetfulness. Why you want to go fishing, digging it up? I don't understand, Tracy. Huh? Yeah, I'm retired. I don't do YLCs anymore. What are you talking about? I don't do young leaders conferences anymore. But that's not what we're talking about right now. The point is, uh, pastoring for 5 minutes. It's been 5 months, but it's been 5 minutes in the grand scheme of things. And in that very short time, I use numbers not to flex, but because facts matter. 315 people have joined the church in 5 months. Now, for some of you, that happens every week. That happens every month. That happens all the time, but that's different for us. It is supernatural in our context. And so, because of that, I want to share some things tonight that I think are principles that are impacting our growth. All this was set up, all this was foundation. Get your notebooks, let's go to work. I got some things that are on my heart. Now, I want to shout out, I see some of the pastors that are there in our pastors network, the forum. So glad to see you. We have had for the last 2 weeks, check this out. We have had our midweek pastors check in, and hundreds of pastors literally from around the world. Just Tracy, you can bear me out on this. She's our administrator. She has all the records, all the stats. Literally, pastors from around the world have tuned in. We hang out for 2 and 3 hours on Wednesday nights to really just review our previous week, project for this coming week. We all share highs and lows. We share best practices. We ask questions. And the testimonies in just 2 weeks. We had one pastor that told us after week one that first Sunday, we only had one Sunday since we've been doing this. He said 10 new people joined the church. Another one said their attendance was up. Their giving skyrocketed. Just utilizing the things that we're talking about, because what we're talking about, here's the word, these are principles. What I'm sharing tonight are principles. There's some of them are principles. Here's the beautiful thing about principles. Let me see here. The beautiful thing about principles. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see something. Can y'all hear me? Wait a minute. I need to know if y'all can hear me. I need to know if y'all can hear me. Got all this stuff going on in here. Need to make sure we're on the same page. Y'all can y'all hear me good? Want to make sure. Yeah. Did the sound change? Can y'all hear me through the mic? That's what I want to make sure of. One of my helpers reached out. I appreciate you. Did it just change a second ago? Because I got it looks too fancy to be coming through just the computer. We don't do that anymore. That's an old season. It's a new season. So it changed. So it's nice and crispy now. Okay, RJ, thank you, man. Thank you for the tech. Somebody said no change. Somebody said yeah, it changed. I need a witness. Can I get a witness? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so it's clear. Okay, thank you. Sound man, cut me. I need. Hey, watch me. I need some mids and some lows and some highs and some in-betweens. Fix it right now. I want it fixed. Ain't nobody in here but me. I'm the sound man. That's why I didn't know. The little thing is right here. I'm trying to learn. Okay. All right. So you can hear me better now. Nice and crispy. That's what the sound people be doing at the church. I have no idea. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep. Nobody's going to do that in the service. Why are you testing it like that? That's not what nobody's going to do. No, you clicking and clacking. Why are you doing that? Yeah, you ought to be fine. No, I'm not fine because I'm not going to get up and do bird calls. All right. Now that we're back. All right. but Mr. Perry, cut up the monitors. The wedges. I need me and the wedges. Right now. Come on, quickly. Let's give them the Lord a hand clap of praise while they get it together. Amen. Quick. Wedges. Amen. Stretch your hand to the sound booth and say, get in on it. Right now, catch my spirit. Get in on it. Okay. All right. I'm glad it's better. Thank you for that, RJ. So anyway, I feel better now. As Tracy was saying, I think I saw her coming a moment ago. There are literally 500 and how many pastors in our network now? 537. There it is. 537 pastors from all over are in our pastors network in 2 weeks. And one of the things that came out of our call last night, I shared some things that I've really been stewing on since then. And let me get into it because, again, principles is the word. And because principles are the word, you need to know about principles this. You need to know that principles translate to every market. Principles translate to every sector. Principles translate to every segment. Principles go across cultural lines. Principles go across denominational lines. Hey, Candace, love you. Principles go across age barriers. Principles work no matter where you work them. All right. So I want to give you some principles for growth tonight. And the first thing that I want you to consider as to maybe why you're not growing entrepreneur, minister, whatever area, corporate, academic, whatever area or sphere you're in, these principles apply. Here's the first one. I want you to write this one down. Some of us are not growing. Hear it like this. Because we are walking contradictions. I want you to get that. Some of us are not growing. Hear me, family. Because you are a walking contradiction. Now, this is a principle. It applies across the board. I want you to hear it and filter it through the lens of your context. But I want to speak specifically to those that are ministry minded and those that have some kind of ministry bent or experience, because this one has really crippled. I mean, this one has a lot of pastors in a headlock. We do not understand the fact that our growth is hindered by the contradictions that we embody. Now, here's what I was thinking about. When we're small, and I want to be very honest, I've been small forever. When we're small, we tend to have a desire to pretend to act, right? To put on a front as if we have it together. Because let's be real. Come on, just talk to me if I'm right. Don't nobody want to seem small. Nobody wants to look small. Nobody wants to be perceived as small, because we typically associate small with insignificant, don't we? We typically associate small with unsuccessful. We typically associate small with off-brand, backwards, whatever synonym you want to use. And so what we like to do, and what we tend to do, whether we like to or not, is we tend to try to buck against the small stereotype by pretending, acting, dressing, walking, talking as if we're somewhere that we're not yet. And what you don't understand is that some of us, I see some witnesses in here, you're unknowingly, unwillingly, unwittingly hindering growth because of the contradictions that you embody. Let me give you a very practical example. I don't mean any harm, but it's a late night insight, so I'm going to give it to you straight. I'm going to give it to you straight. There are some pastors that don't seem to understand that growth is avoiding them because people can't figure out why you have 10 members and 25 Gucci belts, 2 Rolls Royces. Every pair of glasses is Cartier frames. You've got 7 Rolexes, 4 Breitlings. Okay, are y'all hearing me? Burberry scarves for no reason. It is hot outside. We're in July. Why are you wearing a Burberry scarf? Just because you need us to know you have one? Why? Come on here. You have 300 photo shoots a year. And in every photo shoot, you got red bottoms. For no reason, you turn backwards with your foot up. Why is your foot up? Oh, somebody said it's tight, but it's right. Oh, y'all quiet in this Catholic church. I'm going to talk about it. There are 12 people in your church. 6 of them have your last name. Why? Can I suggest to you that you, friend, are a contradiction? Hear me. You are hard to help because we cannot explain. We can't try. You are unknowingly feeding the stereotype. Put your foot down. Especially if your red bottoms are homemade. Huh? What? Huh? Can I get a witness in here? Come on. Yeah. Some of us, they know you all, some of us are slowing down growth because we are in, some of you got too much Gucci to grow. You think I'm joking. I promise you I'm not. Let's unpack it. Let's reverse engineer it. Growth requires money. Come on. Let entrepreneurs know this. Pastors know this. Corporate folk. Growth requires money. If you are going to grow in church, come on, do it yourself, red bottoms. I see you, Samantha. If you're going to grow in ministry, I'm going to focus on ministry tonight. You need people to invest in what you're doing. Now, don't be offended by the term invest. It's invest if you're an entrepreneur. It's sow if you're a pastor. Whatever term you want to use, you need people to trust you enough. Come on here to put money in your hands. And when you are a contradiction, you can't watch me. You can't get up here and beg me for money when you look like you have all of it. Hear me. Now, don't go the wrong way with this. I'm not suggesting that you got to put on a front and you got to, dishevel your hair before you can go out and look homeless. No, you're going the other way. You're going the wrong way. But you cannot look like someone we can't trust. You're a contradiction. Y'all, come on. We gotta give. Watch this. You talking about we gotta give so we can get a building. Well, wait a minute. What do you mean we gotta give? Because like the only one prospering is you. Come on here. Now I'm talking from a very real place. Can I be very transparent? It's a late night insight. I don't always talk this way, but I will tonight. Anybody that knows me for real, knows me for real, you know that I'm a watch guy. Like since I was a little kid, Carlos, love you, man. Since I was I don't know how it started. I don't know where it came from, but that's my thing. Okay. Some people, cars, and, some people it's this, and some people collect pins, right? Some sisters' shoes or purses or bags or whatever. For me, it's timepieces. I'm not just a casual, what's that? No, I have books, right? On horology. Some of y'all don't even, that's watches, study of timepieces. Okay. Anyway, that's my thing. I know model numbers. I know serial numbers. I'm a real deal collector. Okay. I personally, I work very hard. I'm not, y'all see church me. There's a whole nother corporate me, right? I consult. People fly me in to teach leaders and all of that. I'm out here. I'm just going to say it like that. Can I be real tonight? I'm doing my thing. Huh? All right. I'm a tither. I'm blessed. All right. But guess what? As the pastor of a growing church that's in a building phase, there are a lot of watches that I have that I don't wear to church. You're not hearing me. Hear me. Some were given, right? Some were gifts. You travel, you meet people, you bless people, you impact people's lives. Sometimes people do nice stuff for you, right? But there are some that I don't wear to church. Not because I don't want nobody to take nothing from me. No, nothing like that. But just because I don't ever want to give people a reason to be like, see, I knew it. Now, I haven't bought anything since I've been the pastor of this church. I had my stuff before I had my stuff before I lived where I lived, before I started pastoring, right? I bought my own truck. That's not the church's truck. That's my truck. And I'm not posting. I posted it on Instagram when I got my window smashed out. But you still don't know what it is. You just know that window got smashed out. Okay. Because it's not in every video. I'm not posting on the hood of it. That's stupid. Y'all not hearing me. Because when I turn around and ask you for money, and I am going to ask you for money. Come on, lean in. I promise you. But I have no problem doing that because I can point to the stewardship. Are you hearing me? Okay. So number one, don't be a contradiction. Don't be a contradiction. You are undermining your progress. You are undermining our confidence in you. Bishop Jakes is this is not a secret. Bishop Jakes is extreme. I'll just say it real surface, extremely blessed. But you don't see all his stuff. He's not going live on the private plane. He could, but he doesn't. He's not going live in the back of the Here I am. I'm in my this. I'm in my that. You don't know what he drives. I do. Not because I've been in the car, to be clear, but I know people. I've been around. But you're not going to see it on Instagram. And he's just he could have 10 of whatever he has. He could have 100 of them. He's earned it. Not just from ministry. He's man has written books. He's done music. He's done movies. He deserves to be where he is, but he does not throw it in your face. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? When have you seen Pastor Joel Osteen's stuff? Because he posted it. You haven't. Mm-hmm. Now at that level, the news, they'll fly over you, you're at that level, but you're not seeing stuff because they're posting it. Why? Because I don't want to be a contradiction. Let me give you another one. Pastor Glasper, I love you, man. I got to call you, man. I got to call you. I've been praying for you and your wife. Number one, don't be a contradiction. Number two, I'm going to say it. Somebody not going to like you, but I'm going to say it. Number two reason some of us are not growing, please hear this, is because of misplaced mentorship. Write it down. Write it down. Hear this. Second reason a lot of us are not growing is because of misplaced mentorship. I'm going to camp here for a second. If you haven't shared, I need you to share it now. I need you to share it now. I need you to share it now. Misplaced mentorship. Okay. Now, when we talk about mentorship, here's a definition I want us to use tonight. Now, you know what? I'm going to throw this out there because I forgot to mention it earlier. This is good, though. Remember I told you that we have the, in fact, I'm going to look at it now while I'm talking to you. We have the forum, our Safe Space for Leaders, which is our pastors network. It's just a group. We are 537, and it's more people in the queue who applied to get in. I'm looking at it now. But 537 already have been accepted and processed. The reason that they're there is because we're giving information, giving resources, giving actual strategies. And I told them, here we go. I told them earlier today, or really we discussed at the end of our check-in yesterday, late last night, hundreds of people in the room. And we decided that we got to do something with this. Okay. And so I ain't going to give you too much information. Just know we're going to be coming together. There's going to be a summit in May. All right. 2 days. We're going over, it's in person. We're doing it at the M3 Center. We're going over everything from, and it's not just me speaking. I'm using my leverage. Because remember, I retired from the Young Leaders Conference. I never said I wasn't going to do other gatherings, right? I was retired from YOC. So I still have all of these connections. I still have all of these big pastors that still want to come speak at stuff. So I'm bringing some big guns out, and we're going to talk about everything from creative preaching to administration, to outreach, to youth and young adult ministry, to growth, to systems, to structures, to best practices, strategies, the whole nine. I'm only going to let 200 people in. It's going to be insane. All right. It's not church in that we're not coming together to shout. I don't need to bring a bunch of pastors together to have church. We do that already. We do that every week. So we're not coming to shout. Okay. We're coming to strategize. So I opened it up just to our network today. And we have already had, I think, like 30 or 27, I think. I think we have like 27 people. There's no flyer. In fact, I'll let y'all hear it. Y'all hung up with me tonight. There's no flyer. There's no text blast that's gone out. Just straight, hey, I told you I need to get on this. And around 30 of them have already done it. I'm trying to only let 200 people in. So if you want to come to the Pastors and Leaders Summit, you probably need to go ahead and get registered now. So just inbox me. There's no website. That's how low key we're keeping this right now. Once we let everybody in that's in this kind of first batch, then I'll open it up. It's probably going to sell out in a couple of days because it's going to be not pep rally, but playbook. Okay, we don't need another gathering to just come together, and 28 so far. Okay. Yeah, we don't need another gathering to just come together and impress each other. We don't need another setting for just convention talk. Doc, what you running? Doc, how many folk you got? Doc. No. We need to come together. There's no VIP option because there's no big I's and little U's. We're not doing that. So if you want to come, 28 people, and Tracy just said, have already registered. We're capping it, trying to cap it at 200. And they're going to get emails. They're going to wake up to emails tomorrow. And it's 500 something people in the group. So you probably want to go ahead and get that in like now while I'm talking. Carlos, I see you. You got to be there because it's going to be like that. And so anyway, here's the second point. Second point is this: misplaced mentorship. Now, here's the definition I want to give you for mentorship. Please get this because I think this is good. Mentorship is the ability to turn someone else's losses into your lessons. Okay. Did you hear what I said? Let me give it to you again. Mentorship is the ability to turn someone else's losses into your lessons. That's so good if you hear it. I'm going to give it to you one more time. Mentorship is the ability to turn someone else's losses into your lessons. If you have a mentor, why are you making the same mistakes they did? Mentorship saves you time. Hear me. There's the link in the comments if y'all are paying attention. Mentorship saves you energy. Come on here. Mentorship saves you pressure. Because what mentorship does is mentorship says, I've already gone down this road, so you don't have to. Yeah, that's good. And so the reason that many of us are hindering our growth because of misplaced mentorship, don't be offended, but I got to say this, especially in the ministry context, the problem is too many of us are picking our mentors based on flash and not fruit. If this mic wasn't new, I would drop it because that was good. Oh, that was real good. That was real good. I'm just going to say it one more time. That was real good. Some of you all, oh Lord, some of y'all are messaging me now. So I'm going to do more than one thing at a time. I'm literally sending out the link right now. If y'all are inboxing me on Facebook. Now, again, your seat is not secure until you go ahead and pay for it. I'm just going to be real with you. This is thousands of dollars of information we're giving away. No, of course, it doesn't cost that. It's pennies compared to what it should be. But you need to go ahead and get it in now. I mean, now. Okay? I mean, like right now. Now, hear me again. So many of us are going the wrong direction because we're picking mentors based on flash and not fruit. Can I say something that I hope you don't get offended by? A photo shoot does not make you an expert. Everybody all right? Y'all good? Everybody all right? Come on. Nice headshots don't make you credible. Can I go further? Y'all really not gonna like this. A lot of followers on Instagram is not synonymous with wisdom. You can twerk and get followers. Oh, it's getting quiet in here. Why y'all not saying that to me now? Come on, every picture you turn with your hand up on the wall, looking back, you can get followers. That doesn't make you wise. What have you produced? Come on here. And especially in ministry, I don't mean no harm, but we got to talk about it. If you haven't shared, share. And some of y'all are registering now for the Pastors and Leaders Summit. You better get it in now, because when that email goes out or text goes out tomorrow and all 500 of them see it. Y'all need to do that now. Go and get your little monies together and get it in now. Yeah. What have you done? Where's the fruit? I see the flash. Where's the fruit? And especially in ministry, A lot of us are drawn to the biggest, and please hear me. I'm not at all minimizing names. I'm not at all minimizing platforms and followers, because oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes, or in many cases, the platform exists because of some degree of fruit in some area. But in this age, in this moment, you can buy followers. Come on. So the question is, are you guilty of misplaced mentorship? Have you picked people because they look successful, but you didn't really examine their fruit? And I'm just going to tell you, if in fact you did, then you deserve the delay. I know that sounds harsh. I know that doesn't sound nice, but it's true. If you keep picking people based on a look, based on a fad or a trend, and not based on actual discernment, come here. Not based on an assessment of integrity, not perfection, but integrity. If you're not factoring those things in, consistency in their life, before I make you my mentor, what's your track record? Watch this. Before I make you my mentor, who's your mentor? I wish I had a witness in here. Yeah, I need to know. If you're not factoring those things in, I'm sorry, but you deserve your delay. And guess what? There will be a delay. Y'all not sharing the. Now, while I'm talking about mentorship, another downside, I'll say it that way, of misplaced mentorship. Sometimes it's not just that we pick the wrong mentors, but sometimes, catch this, misplaced mentorship applies to our misplaced expectations from the mentor. Because sometimes you can have the right mentor. Oh, this is so good. You can have the right mentor, but if you have the wrong mindset towards mentorship, you're going to miss out. Let me say it to you like this. I wish it was 10,000 people in here. Let me say it to you like this. Your mentor is not supposed to necessarily be your friend. Oh, that's good. I'm going to say that again. Mentorship and friendship are not synonymous. But so many of us have disconnected prematurely, have distanced ourselves from a voice that God wanted us to stay connected to. So many of us have ran from where we were supposed to be because we thought we saw a path to promotion. Oh, I'm gonna go be so-and-so's son. This so-and-so don't care nothing about you. You're a number to them. Come on. Your name is not on their prayer list. But you chasing up trying to be important. You ran because you thought mentorship was synonymous with friendship. Your mentor is not supposed to be your friend. And your misguided or unrealistic expectation is keeping you from growing. Hallelujah. You're walking around here offended because my mentor didn't call to check on me. They didn't ask me about how my day was. That's not their job. Their job is to blaze a trail and share with you what steps to take to avoid the landmines. Will you be my mentor? Will you be my mentor? I will be just as much of a mentor to you as you are a mentee to me. Teach in what's my cash app? Because I'm giving myself a love offering tonight. $ Explore YLC. Hallelujah. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Seriously, that's really good. I will be just as much of a mentor to you as you are mentee to me. Sometimes we use this mentor stuff because we want somebody to chase us. Watch this. This is so good. Sometimes we do the whole mentor thing when in reality, we just want to name drop. Yeah, I was on the phone with so-and-so. What? Some of you are asking about the leadership summit. I'm literally like people are registering right now. I'm sending the link out. Yeah. Y'all need to, y'all need to do this now. Um, your seat's not secure till you pay, till you complete payment, but y'all are moving. Yeah. So y'all need to probably hurry up. Inbox me. These seats are literally going off the shelf. Like literally right now. Right now. Okay. So you got to understand that a mentor is not supposed to necessarily be your friend. You want somebody to hang out with? You want somebody to just keep you company? Get a puppy. Come on. That's not what a mentor does. And you have misplaced, mismanaged mindset around mentorship. And that's slowing you down from growing. Can I say this? Your God ordained mentor might not be the biggest name on the chessboard. But that doesn't mean they're not the one that has the wisdom and the insight and the oil for your life and for your future. Come on here. But you trying to get put on. You trying to get platform. I'm trying to get, I need a plug. No, you need wisdom. Are you hearing me? I shared last night with those in that network. I shared with them that one of my most productive mentorship relationships, I look at him as a mentor, is with a man many of you know. If you don't, you should, by the name of Pastor Darius Daniels, Dr. Darius Daniels. I view him as a mentor, but I need you to hear me clearly. Why do I view him as a mentor? Because again, mentorship turns their losses into my lessons. All right. Mentorship cuts you across the field and puts you at the front of the line. It is their decades of wisdom, knowledge, know-how downloaded into you instantly, right? And so I view Dr. Daniels as a mentor. Let me say why. More importantly, thank you. Let me say why he's not my mentor. Or let me say the reason. Let me give it to you this way. He's not my mentor because we hang out. We have never gone to eat. I need you to hear this clearly. We have never sat down to at a restaurant. Okay. I have never been to his house. He has never been to my house. I don't know if he knows my siblings' names. I don't know if he knows my birthday, right? I don't call him when I'm sad. That's not what he's here for. Now, he has my direct number. I have his direct number. I don't call him to shoot the breeze. I don't, hey man, what you doing? Just seeing what's going on. Where you at? No. I understand. He is very busy. Okay. But here's what it looks like. Oh man, my brother, Pastor Christopher Foster, this man, if you're not following him, do it now. Okay. He's another one that I look to. But using Dr. Daniels as an example, here's what happens. Every month, without fail, I reach out to him. Every month. Hey, doctor, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Here's the question. What are we reading this month? That's $10,000 worth of advice I just gave you. Every month. We talked the other day on text, because I need you to understand what this looks like. I don't mean we talk like, oh, we shouldn't. No, I reached out to him as I do every month. Hey, doctor, what are we reading this month? And without fail, he'll hit me back. Look, bro, what's up, man? Proud of you. I'm watching. Here's what you need to get. He sent me a voice memo the other day. Hey, he said, Mark, this one's going to sound strange. He said, this one's a little different, but I need you to trust me on this. This has changed my thinking on. And he gave me some subjects that I said, I trust you explicitly. I'm downloading it right now. Thank you, sir. Praying for you. Love you, man. I'm not offended. He ain't send me an edible arranger for my birthday. That's not what he's there for. I haven't posted in 3 days. He didn't call to check on me. That's not what he's there for. I reached out for wisdom He shared it. And why was my question centered around what he's reading? Because if I can know what you read, I can learn how you think. And if I can learn how you think, I can begin to see what you see. Are y'all hearing me? But the point I'm making is I would be disappointed if I had a mismanaged mindset regarding mentorship. Are you hearing me? Now, let me throw this in since I'm talking. One of the reasons I have no problem hitting him up like that. Hey, what are we reading? What's on the list today? And he hits me up, sends me, hey, you need to get this, download this, check this out, is because whenever he offers something, I sign up. You didn't hear me. I have no problem. Hey, what are we reading? Because I'm in the Daniel's den. I get the updates. I get the emails. I pay my dues. Why? So because I'm invested, I have right to ask for impartation. What is your cash at, Mark Moore Jr.? Because you're teaching real good. Did you hear what I said? Because I am invested, I have no problem expecting impartation. Back to the idea of misplaced mentorship. Some of you think people are supposed to give you things and impart when you have not invested. And let me be very clear. Don't hear investment and only think dollars. What did my brother say? Look at this. Look what Pastor Chris Foster said. Mentorship is less about personal proximity and more about purposeful pour. Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. Please get that. Write that down because that's better than what I said. So get what he said. Okay. But hear me. I hope you heard that. I hope you heard that. I am entitled, dare I say, to some degree of impartation because my investment qualified me for it. Can I be very, very clear, very honest with you? I don't mean any harm, but it's somewhat a turnoff. When strangers, I'm not talking about people that you have a certain level of relationship with, but it's somewhat of a turnoff when strangers just hit you out of nowhere with the whole, hey doc, can I pick your brain? Can I pick your brain? I heard one preacher say, my voice comes with an invoice. but listen to this. Again, conferences has been my lane for the last, X number of years. And it always kind of irked me when people would reach out. Hey man, listen, I just need to talk to you real quick. Sure, what's up? Again, I'm aiming to be accessible because I know what it is to be ignored and shooed away. So I'm always listening. But it irks me. Hey man, listen, I got a conference coming up, and you the guru with conferences, man. You the guru, man. I watch your numbers. You the GOAT with conferences. Thank you. That's very kind. I just need to know how you do it. Okay. Well, I did a whole thing called Conference in a Click. It's literally our whole conference planning system in the click of a button, a la Conference in a Click. It's our forms, it's our manuals, it's our all of that. Did you get Conference in a Click? Did you download? Oh no, man, I didn't get that. I was hoping maybe you could just tell me how. So, so let me make okay. Let me make sure I'm understanding. Let me run that back. You want me to teach you in this DM conversation how to do a conference that's going to grow, do 7 figures, draw thousands of people. You want me to text you that, stranger, on the thing? Yeah, man, if you just tell me real quick, because I want to have I'm trying to get to the yams. I'm trying to get to the conference yams, man. I got bills. Well, I did that. I labored. I lost tens of thousands of dollars. I lost sleep. I was talked about. I took a lot of hits to figure it out, and we packaged it. You didn't doubt. No, man, I got time for that. You just tell me. I told you in the program, but you didn't think enough. You didn't value my voice enough to invest in it. You just want to get some for free. Again, don't make it, please hear me. Don't limit it to the financial aspect. No. It's the principle. Even if the investment is time. Hey, listen, I don't have $297, but you know what? I'm really good at such and such. Would you allow me? I don't know if it'll take a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. Would you allow me to offer my services for whatever, if you would be willing to show me something, investment. You hearing me? Okay. So misplaced mentorship. I've been on here long enough. Okay, great, let you go. And the work never stops, y'all. Thank you, Jesus. That's good news. That's good news. That's good news. Last thing, number one, some of us are hindering our own growth because we're walking contradictions. Okay. It's hard to help people that look like they got it all together already. You got too much Gucci on to grow. How about that? Secondly, some of us are struggling with growth because we have misplaced mentorship. For some of us, we have picked mentors based on flash and not fruit. For others of us, we have a completely flawed metric and mindset around what the idea of mentorship is. We have unrealistic expectations. I say it again, if you just want company, get a puppy. You don't need a mentor. Okay. But here's the third one, low investment. I touched on it a second ago. I'm visiting it again. All right. I'm visiting it again. Low investment. Yeah, there it is. Low investment. Write that one down. Low investment. Right. Much of the problem, much of the issue that is keeping us from growing, I say it again, is low investment. Now, low investment has two aspects. Okay. There are two sides. Lord, what did I do? I lost my, I'm being the sound man, the cameraman, trying to make it all make sense. All right. Low investment has multiple meanings in this setting and in this space. Okay. Number one, Lord, what was I saying? Doing so much, y'all. Low investment. Y'all are really excited about the Pastor Summit. I'm thrilled about that. Low investment. Some of us are hindering our growth because we have too many people in place that want to offer input with no investment. I'm really stretching what I talked about a moment ago. You have team members, you have staff members, you have volunteers, you have interns, whatever the context is, that have so much weight. Their voice has so much weight in your decisions, in your actions, in your movements, but yet their investment does not match their input. That is a problem. Hear me. It is impossible. I want to be very transparent here because I think it's necessary. Growth is going to continue to elude you if you don't get a team. I don't care if it's a team of 2, a team of 20, a team of 200. Your context is unique. But if you don't get a team of people who are invested in your vision, and please, I can't stress this enough, investment is not limited to finances. Now, at the same time, it is inclusive of finance, but it is not limited to finance. Now, let me give you a principle that we have stood on. We have doubled down on this thing down through the years. As churchy as that sounds with the YLC, one of the things that I've harped on from day one is everybody registers. From the moment we started, hear me, when we had a handful of people, everybody on the little team registered. I registered and paid. The principle goes from the top down. Now, she certainly didn't have to, but my mother registered and paid. Mom, no, you don't have to do this. No, baby. She was teaching me. No, baby. I'm going to pay. I'm going to register because I believe in this. And I know your heart's in the right place, but you need this little $50 or whatever it was when we started. Everybody paid. Everybody registered. Now, what got crazy, what really tripped me out is that as we grew, the new people that ironically wanted to be on, they requested to be on, they applied to be on. They're the ones that had an issue. Why we got to register? What do you mean? Why do you have to? Let's address your language. First of all, you don't have to register. No, that's silly. You get to register. I don't think y'all heard what I said. Did you catch the nuance? Did you catch the distinction? It's subtle, but it's necessary. You mean you're on this? You mean you're gonna put this on your resume? And you approach it from the standpoint of why do we have to? Oh, no. You get to. Don't you understand your entire career is going to be better because you are in this room? Oh, God, you can't say that. Oh, yes, I can. No, that's not nice. It's not about being nice. It's about being honest. This is not my vision. This is the Lord's vision. He just trusted me to steward it. Guess who else gets to be a part of this? Me. This is literally the Lord's doing. We get to play a part in the will of God, and you're questioning whether or not you're going to invest. You're not going to partner with God. Are you insane? Oh no, everybody has to register. No, we get to be a part of this. Watch this. You don't view this as good ground? Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's good ground. Well, then why wouldn't you sow into it? And if you are hesitant to sow into it, what you're saying is you don't think this is good ground. And if it's not good ground, why are you on this team? Yeah. In investment matters. You will not do what you've been called and assigned to do with people that are not invested. And I say it again, investment is not limited to money. I need you to hear that. It is not limited to dollars and cents. Investment is time. Come on. Investment is ideas. Investment is service. Hey, listen, I'm short on funds, but I'm gonna drive the van. You know, we don't have to rent a van because my uncle, my auntie, my cousin has a van, and I'm gonna secure the van, and I'll drive it. I'll make sure. What is that? That's investment. You know, hearing me? I've told our team before, you don't need to be sitting with me in meetings if you ain't never got nothing to say. You want to just sit here because it's a seat of, I feel important. You don't need to be important at the table if you have nothing to contribute to the conversation. Go wait in the hallway. It's getting too late. I forgot this is public. This is live. I'm talking to y'all like we're in a private consultation. I'm sorry. Investment matters. Now, not only does investment matter on the people on your team or from the people on your team, can I go further? Can I go a little further? Some of you, growth eludes you. You're not going to like it because you won't invest in you. Yep. That's part of the problem. Some of you cannot grow because you won't invest in you. Javon McIntosh, I see you trying to register. Paula Clark, I see you trying to register. You got to complete your form, or your seat's not going to be saved. And those of you that are saying, "Hey, I need to be at the Pastor Summit. I need to be there." You need to inbox me now because it's going to sell out really, really fast. And quite honestly, that even parallels to the point I'm making now. How foolish it is to expect people to invest in us when you won't invest in you. If you won't invest in you, why in the world should we? Yeah. If you don't believe your vision is worth opportunities for education, if you don't believe your vision is worth reading the books, if you don't believe your vision is worth going to the classes for and having the courageous conversations, if you won't invest in it, why should anybody else? You praying and fasting. God, send in somebody that's going to give us $1 million. Lord, send in somebody that's going to pay off everything. Why would he send somebody in to sow into something you won't? Oh, it's quiet. Say it again. You got to be willing to invest in you. You have to be willing, forgive me, to invest in you. And so I've held you for an hour and 7 minutes. That first 7 minutes was, all these lives go, come on, everybody, come on in the room. Come on, guys, it's going to be great. You got to tag your 5 friends. I hate doing that part. I really hate doing that part. I really hate doing it, but it's necessary. Come on, where you watching from? Who came from the first? I hate doing that part, but you gotta do it, right? So I've been on for about an hour, so I'm going to let you go in a second, but I want to challenge you. Tracy said Javon McIntosh just finished his registration. Good. Make sure he completed payment, because it doesn't count until that goes through. Okay. Ride with me, Samantha. I love you, sis. All right. So I say it again. Maybe you're listening to me now and you say, hey, you know what? I need to invest in me tonight. Maybe you're wanting to know how to do digital ministry better. Maybe that's what you want to know how to do. Go now to ministrygoesdigital.com, invest in you, and download the digital ministry blueprint. It's 1 a.m. So what are we sugarcoating for? It works. I'm not trying to, let me just say it like this. It's not flexing if it's factual. Come on. I'm not telling you, I'm not giving you theory. I'm not giving you, Breon, there will be a virtual option, but it's the same registration. There's no different price or whatever. It's the same registration. So you need to register now, whether you're doing in person or whatever. And then when they send out the details, you'll be good to go. But you need to register now while it's open. All right. But, I want to do digital ministry better. I'm not saying this to be whatever, but we built an audience of millions of views in the middle of a pandemic because we used it. We flipped those views into a 20,000 square foot in-person facility using these principles. We built a YouTube channel. I'm looking at it right now to 60-something thousand subscribers using these principles. Can I go a little further? Part of the reason my in-person church has grown from what it was to 315 new members in 5 months. Not trying to, I'm just telling you, we're so used to listening to people that have no credibility that when credibility comes along, we don't know how to process it. Okay. So I'm just telling you, part of the reason, oh man, my boy, that is the organist. I tease him and say he's the organist of Cleveland. I'm just gonna be honest, he is not the organist of Cleveland. He's the organist of a generation. I love all of them. I love all the other ones. So many great ones in our, but you give me Josh Orr any day of the week and twice on Sunday. I'm just saying, Josh Orr was the first person I called. He was the first musician I called when I started Spirit and Truth. Hey, listen, I don't have a band, but I know you're supposed to be the organist. I will fly you from Ohio. That's how committed I was to him. That's my guy. Antoine Cooks was the first singer I called. Joshua was the first musician I called. That's my guy. He's the real deal. Character and okay, all right. Just giving you flowers, Josh, by the way, you can spell them down. So part of the reason the church grew by 315 people is because we used the principles in the digital ministry blueprint. They've been following me for 2 years online. Come on, can we just talk for real? And so if you want to know, it's very simple. Let's connect the dots. If you want to know how we did that, I packaged it. Malika put the link right there. ministrygoesdigital.com. Go get it right now. It's on sale. Go get it. Some of you, I don't do the ministry thing, but I do want to do a conference. Well, just being honest with you, I've done a few conferences before. They worked well. All right. If you want to know how we started with 50 people and grew it to 5,000 and paid off $2 million in medical debt and hosted presidential candidates, we put our system together in a program that you can download tonight. It's called conferenceinaClick.com. Go there now and download the strategy and then use it. That's what it's there for. Take our forms, put your name on it, and go crazy. ConferenceinaClick.com. Somebody's going to put the website up there. Even now, all right? But if you want to do conferences, go get it. It is very simple. It is available literally right now. Look at that. ConferenceinaClick.com. That's all you have to do, okay? And finally, if you say, hey, I need to be in the room for the Pastors and Leaders Summit, okay? I'm pastoring a church. I got a ministry, whatever it is. I need to be a part because I need to learn how to grow. I want strategies. I want systems. I want to grow this church. I want to grow this ministry. If you're in administration, if you're in production, if you're in youth and young adult ministry, if you're in outreach, or if you just need the systems and best practices to grow, you need to be there. There's no way. It's so new. There's no website. There's no flyer. In fact, I'm probably going to delete this because those 500 pastors in our network, they're going to get a text message tomorrow. They're going to get it, but I'm giving y'all a chance. There's a window of grace right now. And it looks like 2 people just took 2 more seats. We're only letting 200. The plan is to let 200 people in, right? It's not just me talking. I'm bringing in, I'm not going to tell you who. I've been thinking and praying about it all day, but I'm bringing in successful pastors. Let me add this. The Pastors and Leaders Summit is not by any stretch of the imagination me telling you how to be a pastor. I don't know. I've been doing it for 5 minutes. I have no idea how to be a good pastor. Y'all don't like honesty. I have no idea. I'm figuring it out. What I do know how to do, though, is grow. Can I get a witness? Did you hear that? What I do know how to do is grow. So I'm going to bring experts in pastoring to share. They're going to teach. about youth and young adult ministry. And I'm going to bring, in fact, Tracy's in here tonight. Our Tracy, y'all know Tracy. And I don't just say this to hype her up. I've said this in front of her, behind her back. She's the best administrative voice I've ever heard of. I mean, how she gets on my nerves. She's so efficient. I mean, anything I say, no, man of God, because you said 3 months ago and at 9:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 6:42 Pacific Standard Time, you said, man of God, that we was going to do it. And I'm like, I just be talking, Tracy. I'm vision. I see it. Y'all make it happen. And you know what she does? She just makes stuff happen. She has all the policies. She has all the, I'm flying out tomorrow to go preach in California. Tracy, y'all think I'm playing. Let me just show you. Everywhere I go, I'm going to show you, because Tracy's doing a session at the Pastors and Leaders Summit on administration for churches. Everywhere I go, and Josh is in here. Josh travels with me most of the time. Everywhere I go, I know I can see it. You see this? Everywhere I go, she sends me a Google document about the assignment. She has the date, name of ministry. This is real life, a real life masterclass. All right. This is why you need to go inbox me right now and say, Pastor, Mark, I need to be in the Pastors and Leaders Summit. I need to be there because I need to learn how to do this stuff. Paul, love you, man. Tomorrow, itinerary. Pastor Mark, you got my picture on, like, I don't know what I look like. This is how thorough she is. She got my picture on my thing for me, like I don't know who I am. Okay. I'm sorry. She got my picture. Itinerary for Family and Ministry Enrichment Empowerment Network Incorporated, San Jose, California. Date and time, Saturday, February 11th, 2023. Session 3, service at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Name of ministry, Family and Ministry Enrichment Empowerment, FAME Network. Event occasion, Passion for Life, Project Unity. Pastor Moore's assignment, guest preacher. I did not read this. I did not read this until today, so I did not know I'm supposed to. Oh, man. I didn't read this until now, so I did not know that attires black, white, or black, white, and burgundy, business casual style. I don't even know what that means. I gotta get some black and white and burgundy before I fly there in the morning. Pastor event host, Suffragan Bishop Derek A. Beatty. Event point of contact, Jessica. Her email, her phone number. Ground transportation, the driver's name is Derek. And Bernadette's the backup. So I got both of their phone numbers. Then, watch this. She got the whole flight itinerary. I have a Delta app. I'm diamond medallion. I know the stuff, but what does Tracy do? She makes sure, because you know what happens? I do all this talking and then I get out there and don't know nothing. And I be calling her, Tracy, can you tell me where the people are? Because I don't see nobody out here with the sign. I don't know. Man of God, check your little Google Drive, because I put it. Oh my God. Okay, Tracy, I see it. Thank you so much. She got it all right there. Departure date, airline Delta, airport code ATL, confirmation number HAJPNI, flight number DL 923, direct flight, no layover, final destination San Francisco, flight takeoff time 4:20. Y'all hear me? She said, I put your picture on there because more people than you see it. Teresa, Matt, and Josh use it too. Teresa, Matt, and Josh all also know what I look like, but I just like the thoroughness. Then watch this. Tracy got the hotel information. I'm not going to tell you where it is, but I'm staying at that hotel. Then here's what she does. She puts the weather report at the bottom with the little graphics, like on the news. You can't see it because it's too far. So it's the high of 60 tomorrow, low of 44, partly cloudy. Saturday, when I come back, the high is only 55 and there'll be AM showers. Everywhere I go, I get one of these. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? The girl is bad. She's the truth. And this is just for when I got to go preach. You don't even want to see the stuff she does for. boy. Yeah. So anyway, Tracy's doing a session to teach and train your administrative team how to do what they need to do at a high level. Okay. Administration, production. I'm bringing in production personnel to show you how to get your streams right, pictures and photography and all of that. I'm bringing in fact, he doesn't know this. I don't know if he's on here still, but my goal is Pastor Christopher Foster. I want to have him talk about creative preaching because I've never seen anybody do the way him and the Rock Church Bay Area have dominated over these last 2 years with, anyway. All right. And then we're going to even do some panels with some of the I want to give it to me, register, and then you'll see. All right. Yeah. So if you want to come to the Pastors and Leaders Summit, you want to be one of the 200 in the room, inbox me on Facebook now. And somebody else, 2 more people, I think, just signed up. Somebody commented, hey, it's me and my wife. Do we both need to register? Yes, every seat. Oh, look at that. My boy, Pastor Risher, Bishop Evan Risher is in the house. Love you, man. Love what you're doing. You are, you're necessary, man. You're necessary. Dr. Bowman, what's up, man? I can't wait to be with you in a few weeks. Excited about it. It's going to be a good time, man. So anyway, I've done all the talking I need to do tonight. I hope you heard me clearly. I hope you processed it. And while people are inboxing now, again, when you get this link, you need to do it now, right? There are 500 some pastors in our network in 2 days. Okay. 520. What'd you say it was, Tracy? I don't remember. And it wasn't in my sheet. So I don't remind me. All right. No, love you, Pastor Allen. Love you, man. Pastor Spencer, love you, man. Inbox me. Or Pastor Spencer, you can text me. I'll send it to you. This is how fresh it is. And I'm going to delete this. This is how fresh it is. It's 537 pastors in our network in 2 weeks. And they're growing. Things are happening. LaShawn, you yeah. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Pastor Richard, I can't wait to come to renovate FCC. To God be the glory, man. To God be the glory. We're grateful. And let me just talk. You know what? Inbox me for the link. Get registered. It's not registered until you submit your payment. So get your little pennies in. And it is pennies. Let's just be very real for what we're offering and who I'm bringing. Yeah. All right. We're giving this away. You need to invest in you. But I need to talk about this for a second. Y'all just, if you got to go. But I'm gonna get this out. We made, and I don't know if he's still on here, but one of our members, one of the ministers at my church, Minister Cooks, not Minister Antoine, Minister Q. Josh, you're right, man. Pastor Spencer's on here. We still ain't got no invitation to Phoenix. How did Kevin Durant get to Phoenix before we did, Josh? Pastor Spencer, you got to explain. You got some explaining. How did KD get to Phoenix before me and Josh did? I don't like it. Josh, you raise a good point. I don't like it. I like the desert too. No, but here's what happened. And FCC people, I need y'all to hear me. This Sunday at the church, it's Dress Down Super Bowl Sunday. But I got a burden. Now we've been packed. I mean, we've been packed. But I had a vision of what the next phase of pack looks like for us. And as God would have it, we got access tonight. Raphael, you gonna be here Sunday? Come through, man. Oh, that's good to know. We might need to have a spoken word segment because you do the thing. But we got access through Minister Q to a 15-passenger van for the church on the weekend. And so I got on the phone with some of our outreach personnel and told them,
to contact our neighborhoods next door. We have relationships with our neighbors, the apartment complexes and the subdivisions. And I told them to contact them and let them know that we're going to be doing shuttle pickup in the neighborhoods on Sunday. And so the goal, I told everybody involved, and haven't had a chance to talk to everybody yet, this is happening so fast, but I told them, I said, I'm envisioning two van loads from the complexes for each service. So I want 2 van loads for 12 o'clock. I want 2 van loads for 4 o'clock. And check this out. He that winneth souls is wise. Our food pantry, our food bank has been murdering. I mean, crushing it. The team, good night. We got some super bad sisters that are leading the charge and some amazing brothers that are standing with them. Sister Courtney leads our Matthew 25 project, but leading right next to her, you've got Sister Malika, who's just invaluable. You got a team, and I don't want to go into too many names, but you got Destiny that serves with that. You've got Adelia. You've got Sister Kiawana. You've got Darlena. You're just so many that are Jeff and Aaron and Antoine that come through every week. But check out what we decided to do. We do our food giveaways Monday. Tuesday got so bad, y'all. We had people backed up on Boulder Crest. I don't know how far. Now, just backed up. Traffic was stopped for, and I don't want to exaggerate, but it was a long time. Somebody that was there maybe can comment. And when I talk about we give out groceries, we give out groceries. It's not just bags of rice and beans. No, friend. I'm talking about steaks, ribeyes, ribs. Traffic was backed up for 2 hours. Thank you, Malika. I didn't realize you were still here. I was talking about you a minute ago. Traffic backed up for 2 hours. People coming and all that. And so Ashley has been a huge help. I need to just look at the comments. Ashley's been over there helping and serving. I agree. And I'm talking about chicken and ribs and steak and pork chops and fresh vegetables and carrots and onions and cabbages and collard greens. And I'm talking about bread and water and Gatorades and salads and strawberries and like real deal groceries, because we're in a food desert. And so let's meet needs. People don't want to hear about your Jesus until they know that your Jesus cares about them. And as the songwriter said, Jesus knows all about. Hallelujah. As the Bible says, we have not a high priest. Yeah. Can be touched with the feelings of our infirmities. And so we're trying to be the hands and feet of Jesus. Here's what we decided. I made a call and I made a decision. I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do another pickup on Saturday. Now, I'm telling you this because I need you to pray with us. Real deal, pray with us. We did another pickup. We're doing another pickup this Saturday. And what we're going to do is we're going to do another distribution. Now, I don't know how it's going to work, but I know it's going to work. I know that. Yeah, we have dog food. We feed the pet, paper towels, diapers, shaving cream. I mean, it's all kind of stuff. It's a Walmart in the fellowship hall. But we're going to get the people from the neighborhoods, bring them to church. And then after church, we're going to load them up with groceries to take back home. That's the kind of church I want to be. That's the kind of church we're going to be. Okay. So I need y'all to pray. Insulin needle. I didn't even know we had insulin needles. We had Keurig cups, like real Keurig cups. What? I didn't know that. That's nice. That's big church stuff. This is big church. I like this. So I need you to pray with us. Energy drinks. Wow. I like that. Electric skillets. What? Dunkin' Donut toaster oven. We got toaster ovens. If I didn't go here, I'd join. I really would. I really, really would, because we out here doing the work. I did not know we were giving away appliances, skillets and ovens. And I like how my mom said it. It's Faith Covenant Grocery Store. I like that. I like that a lot. Toys, all kind of stuff. Yeah, we're meeting needs. We're meeting needs with love. So I need you to pray with us because I want to be able to go into the neighborhoods and say, hey, everybody come to church. You're going to leave home spiritually fed and naturally fed. Because I think that God gets glory from that. So be praying with us. We are absolutely too big for where we are. And I'm letting you go for real. But seriously, pray for us. We need a new church. I've been hesitant to say it. I've been delayed in expressing that because, what comes with it. And, then we got to do this. And then, what if it doesn't? What if it takes a long time? What if people don't? We need a new church. And so seriously, pray with us, believe with us, and let's watch God do things. Okay. So we're going to be talking again at the Pastor's Summit about all of these strategies that we're using. What's that, Pastor Fields? Love you, man. Please pray for real, for real. We're doing 2 services every Sunday, and both of them are packed. I had a conversation tonight with Elder Lewis. Yeah, I'm going to delete this. But I had a conversation with Elder Lewis about adding, when we're going to add another service, because I think the next service is going to be 9 a.m. So it'll be 9, 12, and 4. Because people keep coming, they keep joining, and we got a work to do. So be praying with us. And lastly, if you want to come, last appeal to the Pastors Summit, Pastors and Leaders Summit. So if you work in production, if you work in youth ministry, if you work in outreach, if you work in any of those areas on the preaching team, or if you just want to know how to grow, I need you to inbox me now. I'll send you the link and you can get your seat. You got to get it now though, because we're capping it at a certain number. Okay. So love you guys. Thank God for you. Take the Lord along with you everywhere you go. You're going to need him. You're going to need him everywhere.